Hey everybody. All right, so right now we've learned how to make some simple beats on drums. We've hopefully learned how to play some simple things on piano. What we're going to do right now is kind of put together a whole beat using drums, a bass line, and a melody. All right, so we're going to start by making a drum track. So we'll come over here, click drums and beats. We're going to make a simple drum beat using eighth notes on our hi-hat. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? Our kick drum is going to be 1 and 3. Our snare is going to be 2 and 4. All right. And then, oh, the beat's actually over here a little bit. Let me click and drag it back. And then I'll just loop that, nice and simple. All right. And then what we're going to do is we are going to add our bass line now. So we can come over, do whatever we want. Do we want pianos, guitar, bass, strings, whatever you want. For me right now, I'm going to mess around and do a string. You guys can do whatever you want though. And now see, when I go to play, I'm using my computer keyboard. It's kind of high up still, right? So I'm going to click this octave button. And what octave buttons do is it moves the keyboard down. Remember when we were using that for our drum beat, we had to click octave down on our keyboards? We can do the same thing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a few notes that I like. We're going to mess around with just the white keys for now. The DMX song. So what notes I chose A, I chose G, I chose F, and then I chose D. All right, you guys can choose whatever you want, but you need to choose 4 notes that are all white keys for now. All right. Then we're gonna record bass line with it. All right, so see how I played that beat in groups of 4? I played that 8 times. I didn't have to play it as many times as I did. I could play it just one set. So listen. All right, and then I'm going to edit up my beat, right? So click it, make sure it's in groups just to make sure that it loops well, right? So click it and drag it back to the beginning of 9, so it's 8 measures, right? I'll click and drag, just as I'll click and drag my drum beat like I did. All right, so I got my drum beat, got my bass line. Now we're going to add a melody. So you can add any type of melody you want. It can be synthesizer, it can be piano, it can be whatever. Explore it, mess around. For me, I'm going to keep it simple for now. I'm going to make a piano. So if I want to make a melody, I'm going to go higher up. All right. Once again, white keys only for now because we're going to stick in the key of A minor, which we'll explain more what that means later. All right, so let's take a listen. So we want to find, let's say 3 or 4. We want to find like 3 or 4 keys that we like. So I'm going to mess around with C, D, E, and then G, A. All right? You guys can mess around with whatever note you want as long as they are white keys, okay? Nothing special, nothing crazy there. Once again, we can quantize notes, right? Come over here, quantize everything to the 16th. Let's take a listen. All right, and what we can also do, if you have all 3 of those parts, we can also start adding some chords. So I'll come over here. I had synthesizer. Let's see what synthesizers they got. That's not corny at all. Definitely not. All right, let's see what they have real quick. Got like a pad. Goodness. Alright, we're making sci-fi soundy. Alright. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make chords. On my keyboard I can't really do full chords, but I'll do at least the first parts of the chords. Right? Where I play a note and then I play a note, I skip a note, and I play the next note. Which you've been learning about chords in our piano lessons, right? So let's take a listen. I'm back. Alright, and once again, we can quantize those notes, edit, quantize, we'll do 16th notes. Now, let's say that piano, we think it sounds a little cheesy, right? What we can do is we can add we can click it and start adding effects to it. So I can add a bunch of reverb. Let's take a listen to what reverb sounds like, and we'll learn more about reverb later. Right? And let's say that drum beat, it's a little too simple. What we can do, we can add just some more kicks into it, add a few more snares. Now let's listen to the drum set with it. Oh, wait, I messed up that. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. 1 sec. This is good practice. So I come over here and I click edit notes. Come over here to the patterns. Oh, it's just, because it's at the marker. My bad, guys. So you want to bring it back to the beginning. So you could do, add some more kicks, add some more snares. And now let's take a listen. Let's say we want to, instead of eighth notes, we think eighth notes are a little boring. We want to do 16th notes. Remember how we changed 16th notes? We fill in the E's and the And I was like, I did the same thing I did before. 1 second. Fill in the E's and the Let's take a listen. Alright, so there's a few ways to spruce up your beat while making sure we have our drums, our bass line, our melody, and then if you want to put some chords underneath it as well. That's a simple way to kind of start to flesh out a beat and make a simple beat. You guys can share it with me, and that'll be your assignment. All right, make sure there's at least drums, bass line, melody, and chords. Thank you, everybody. Talk to you soon.